Wait, what happened? I was just in my room asleep, right? No. I was just on the ship, in the dining room, with her. Her, that beautiful woman with the flowy, dirty blonde hair, shining like the sun. Wait, no, I'm getting off subject. How did I get from up there to down here? Wait, where's the ship? Why am I floating? I think I am dead. I'm dead. But this isn't where my story started, though. I had just got out of university and wanted to follow in my Uncle Thomas's footsteps. My Uncle Thomas was a very famous man, but why wouldn't he be? He was the man who designed the largest ship to be set afloat in a few days. My Uncle Thomas invited me to go on the maiden voyage of the Titanic. He wanted me to see how accomplishing it feels to design a ship and then go on the voyage. I started to pack right after I got the letter that was in a cream envelope with a red seal on it. In the letter it said the maiden voyage would start in Southampton, England and end in West New York. After hearing so many rumors about the people, the trip, what's inside the ship, I couldn't wait to go on the ship itself. The next day I got up bright and early and was there by 9:30, right when they started letting people on. My Uncle Thomas saw me and showed me to my room. He said that we would leave the dock at noon, and that I should probably settle in. I told him I would explore and then go to the bar and the dining hall around 5 p.m. As soon as I walked into the room, I was mesmerized by the beautiful design, and when I sat in my bed, it felt like a cloud. I couldn't believe I got first class and first class treatment just because my uncle designed the ship. I could get used to this. Finally, I got unpacked and settled in. So I went to explore the balcony. When the ship started to move, it felt weird because my whole body moved back and forth. But I just needed to get used to the movement. After exploring for hours, I finally got to the dining area and everyone was there. Most people on the ship were either French or Blodo. There was one person who wasn't. As I walked over to the captain, I saw her. She was breathtaking. She looked ex-spy and had the most fallish dress on. I stopped walking toward the captain and started walking toward her. I grabbed her hand and kneeled. Draven Smithe Andrews, I said. I kissed her hand and looked up. And you, my lady? I continued. You are such a gentleman, Draven, she said. And my name is Elizabeth, she continued. Me and Elizabeth talked for a while and ate dinner. She was the best woman I have ever met. And I started thinking of us having a future. Then all of a sudden we both heard a crash and a bang. And then the ship stopped. We heard screaming from every direction. And we were terrified. We had no idea what was happening. I grabbed her hand and ran toward the nearest person. I asked what was happening. They said the ship had hit an iceberg and we were sinking. Me and Elizabeth were so in shock we couldn't even move. Then the ship fell down with a loud bang. I grabbed her hand harder and bolted for the top of the balcony. I had no idea how I got there in all the chaos, but I did. I realized that no one was holding my hand. She was gone. I was alone. I didn't notice at the time, but when I was running, a man took Elizabeth and put her on a boat so she could live. All the boats full of rich women were in the ocean and leaving all these innocent men ensnared behind. I saw Elizabeth on one of the boats leaving, and I mouthed the words, I'll miss you. Everyone was jumping into cold, frosty water, while the ship was getting lower and lower and tipping more and more. I tried to hold on for as long as possible, but lost my grip. And I hit my head on a metal railing of the balcony. I fell into the cold ocean unconscious. The cargo crane started to creak as I woke up freezing in the water just 3 minutes later. It began to fall off the ship, and before I realized it, it was heading for me. It hit me. Blood oozed and splattered all in the cold ocean. Then the cargo crane dragged me with it to the ocean bottom. I drifted along with the cargo crane in the bottomless ocean. And that's how I ended up here, dead and a ghost. I miss her. I wish we could have talked more, but she's gone. At least she's alive. Well, I'm here dead, and will never be what I wanted to be. Wait. Oh my God. Oh no. My uncle designed the ship and oversaw the construction, meaning that he is the reason that all these innocent people died, and he didn't even bother to help anyone. He just sat there smoking in the smoke room. How dare he? His guilt shall consume him for the rest of time. But until then, I just hope no one takes their life for granted after me. And I hope they never think that they have all the time in the world, because they don't. Time is against us all, so use it wisely. The end.